It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific Capital One Arena in our nation's capital. Tonight, the Washington Wizards taking on the Indiana Pacers. The opening tip belongs to the Wizards as we get going in Washington. Wall. From the painted area, won't go down. Pacers with the possession. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Slams it down.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Warren up against John Wall. To Turner. Oladipo. That pass stolen by the Wizards. Beal to Wall. Down to Green. In the slam. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Indiana with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Now a steal by Washington.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Throws it up. That's going to be out of bounds. To Wall. To shoot for Washington. Miles Turner able to recover with the block. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. It's Indiana basketball. To Turner. That pass stolen by the Wizards. To Wall. Beal. Miles Turner sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Cruises inside for two.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Working the outside. Here comes the screen. To Turner. From long range. Too versatile. Miles Turner hits the wide open shot.
Can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
To Wall. Miles Turner tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Here comes the screen. Beal. There's the three. Off the iron. No good. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick.
Into the front court comes Wall. Down 4. To Beal. Wall. His first effort off the mark. Good look that time, but off the mark. It's Washington with the basketball. Beal to Wall. Tosses. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana. Counted.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Into the front court, it's Wall. 10-4 is the score. Beal. Deep left corner. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Miles Turner snatching it out of the air. Ah, that's a 24-second violation. Time for some new personnel into the game. To Turner. Lets it fly from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensive. Same kind of tempo.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. It's Wall. Pacers secure the rebound. That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards, so it's going to stay with Indiana.
On your right, on your right.
To Oladipo. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Wall. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
To Turner. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Around the perimeter to Turner. Going to launch beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. To Wall. Shot won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Oladipo up against Beal. Here comes the screen. Yes, Victor Oladipo. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Wall with it up top. Down 11. To Beal. Miles Turner swats it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Miles Turner. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Wall. Has a look. No good.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Oladipo into the front court. The lead stands at 9. To Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Oladipo to Turner. Oh, he had him there for a second. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Sets him up. Washington basketball. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Oladipo into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Turner. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Ah, can't miss those. To Turner. Miles Turner slams it down.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Nothing going here on that drive. Wall doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot. What do you see in John Wall's game, Jay, that sets him apart?
That he could probably finish with his left hand better than he could finish with his right. I remember watching him in high school. He was jumping off his right foot and dunking the ball lefty as if it was that easy. He can do it with both hands, which makes him way more efficient around the rim.
Wizards with the basketball. To Beal. Add 2 points to the board. To Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Ed, I remember this in so much detail. I was watching the NBA pre-draft camp, and I saw Miles Turner run, and myself and all the scouts, everybody's like, whoa, wait a second. What is that? But I give the Pacers a lot of credit. They had a trainer that worked with his gait, and now that's exactly who he is. A big that can run down, block shots, and be active on the perimeter defensively.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Has a chance. Not going down for him this time.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
To Oladipo. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
To Turner. With a drop step. Not that time. Wall into the front court. Trailing by 11. JaVale McGee knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Oladipo against the former #1 pick. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
That's how you... But you set the momentum for the second.
Wall across the timeline. His guys trail by 13. In a flash. Scores at the rim. Can't connect from inside. They'll let one fly from half court. That'll do it for the first quarter with the Pacers way out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Pacers control. Oladipo to Brogdon. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Turner. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Turner. Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
He's got 2 shots coming. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw.
Keep working him out, boy. He can't guard you.
Goes 2 for 2. Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Warren matched up with Mahinmi. He throws it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Beal to Wall. Defense making the ball carrier work. Miles Turner with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Turner. Turns and slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
The pass set it all up.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Pacers with the possession. Oladipo against Mahinmi. For 3. And he hits.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Beal. Runner here won't go down. Oladipo into the front court. They lead it by 14. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Beal. To Wall. 5 to shoot for Washington. Shot clock violation. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Oladipo. Swings it. Here comes the screen. Now a steal by Washington. Won't go. Great look and vision. Throws it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go.
Thomas with the basketball. His guys down big. To Beal. And a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Misses the first. Misses the second as well. With the interception, great defensive play. Thomas across the timeline. Down a bundle. And count the basket inside.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Indiana with the basketball. Screen coming. To Turner. 5 to shoot for Indiana. Turner. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Thomas. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Can't connect from in close. Fires the 3. Tough shot. Well defended. Nothing going here on that drive. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Oh, had him going there for a second. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. Pacers have it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Thomas into the front court. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Thomas to the basket, but his shot stays out. Warren, guarded by Bryant. To Turner. Knocked loose. Wizards come up with it. It's Thomas. And he drains it. It's Indiana basketball. Oladipo. That pass stolen by the Wizards. To Thomas. Deep two there, won't go.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Flushes it home. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Now whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Thomas with the basketball. 14-point deficit. Oh, the Pacers come away with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Ah, the monster stuff.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Wizards at the controls. Miles Turner, huge block. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. New blood coming in for both sides.
Hey, check up, let's go.
Now a steal by Washington. To Smith. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Wizards have it. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Rebound taken by the Wizards. Ish Smith. Oh, big finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Turner. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Got it at the line. Changes coming from both sides right now. Yes, Victor Oladipo. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Ish Smith. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Jan Mahimi at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Pacers control. Oladipo matched up with Beal. Oh, errant pass as it's taken away. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
And he can't convert the free throw. To Oladipo. Victor Oladipo with the slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Ish Smith. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Beal. Ish Smith. Shot from the lane won't go. Gets it in the left corner. Victor Oladipo buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start.
Ish Smith. for three. Wizards pull down the board. Short jumper stays out. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Pacers entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Indiana Pacers. The Wizards may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Assists.
The Washington Wizards are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
Miles Turner has been making the competition look silly on the defensive end.
Cold.
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Pacers with the possession. Here comes the screen. To Turner. To Oladipo. From the painted area, won't go down. Thomas. It was right there. That pass stolen by the Wizards.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Thomas. Nothing going here on that drive. Thomas. Here's a chance from long range. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's down low Green. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Here comes the screen. To Turner. Missed a wide open look.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Sabonis can't connect. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. So it remains Washington basketball. It's Washington with the basketball. No, I missed a short one there. Oladipo into the front court. They lead it by 14. Here comes the screen.
Watch that cutter.
Oh, he had it.
And, Ed, that's what you see this defense doing. They're capitalizing on the momentum gain from getting a multitude of stops defensively.
To Oladipo. Five to shoot for Indiana. JaVale McGee rejects it. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense. And the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
To Oladipo. Three seconds, it's going the other way. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Wall to Beal. Miles blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Beal. That'll get out off one of the Pacers, so the Wizards keep the possession. Beal. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. The shot clock expires. Oladipo against the 5-time All-Star. To Turner. Now a steal by Washington. Wall to Beal. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Bradley Beal knocks down a wide-open three.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
To Turner. No good. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Into the front court comes Wall. The deficit now up to 13. Indiana with the basketball. Gets it in the right corner. From long range. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Gets to the basket and scores.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Oladipo. Turner. To Oladipo. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. And he scores. Unguardable, Jet.
Ooh, shows like this separate the halves, and then they fade the black in the second.
That pass stolen by the Wizards.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Off the assist.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Washington basketball. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. The feed stolen away. To Wall. To Beal. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. He can't get past the defender. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Victor Oladipo sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Wizards with the basketball. Smith to the basket, but it stays out. Here comes the screen. Sabonis, defended by Wall. To Oladipo. JaVale McGee.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Looking for his man. Now a steal by Washington. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. To Turner. To Brogdon. Nothing going here on that drive. Turner. Fires the three. Not that time. He missed it. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And he connects on the first free throw. Two for two on that trip. To Turner. Driving right to the basket. Oh, had him going there for a second. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Wizards at the controls. To Smith. The drive, right to the basket. Ish Smith. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Here comes the screen. To Turner. Miles Turner slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Ish Smith. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Miles Turner. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Ish Smith. Fight to shoot for Washington. To Smith. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
And the basket good at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Here comes the screen. Shot from the lane won't go. Great pass to set it up. Beal, and he hits.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Deep three at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. The Pacers are feeling good. The Wizards in control of the basketball as we start the fourth. And not a whole lot you could do in this situation other than give it your best shot.
And players don't like to hear this, Ed, but the reality of the matter is this is a character-building opportunity. Yes, you may lose this game, but that does not mean that you do not fight each and every possession.
Turner. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's rebounded by the Wizards. Thomas across the timeline. Down a bundle. From the painted area, won't go down. To Turner. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Shot, bro.
It's rebounded by Indiana. To Brogdon. There's the toss. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. No. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Thomas Bryant, a couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Brogdon. That pass stolen by the Wizards.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Thomas into the front court. His guys down big. Not that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Wall. Won't go down. To Turner. Wizards have it. Wall to Beal. Trying to cash in. Shot by McGee, no good.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Got it.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Off the penetration, almost, but no good. To Turner. Finish that. Into the front court. It's Wall. He'll run the offense. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
It's Indiana basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Turner, now a steal by Washington. Well defended, shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Nothing going here on that drive. That pass stolen by the Wizards. Oh, and the Pacers come away with the steal. To Turner. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. It's Washington with the basketball. Beal. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana. To Turner. T.J. Leaf, defended by Wall. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
To Turner. Here comes the screen. To Turner. Throws it down.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Wall matched up with Davon Reed. Almost unlucky bounce. To Turner. Cleans the offensive glass. Washington has the rebound. Wall with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Another follow. No good. Reed up against John Wall. 4-3. Shot off the mark. Good defense. To Wall. Beal. Defense making the ball handler work. The follow won't go either. Oh, the touch at the rim. Counted.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. John Wall at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. Gets it in the right corner. Fires the three. Oh, who saw that coming?
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide-open 3.
Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Shifting gears, here come some substitutions. Is Smith. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. To Turner. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Nope. First one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Miles Turner knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. That's going to be out of bounds. To Turner. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. And good work defensively as the pass is taken away. To Smith. Terrific vision. And he finishes at the rim.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball guys will 100% reward you.
Had a chance, but it's no good. Oh, the Pacers come away with the steal. McDermott defended by Green. Miles Turner slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Is Smith. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally. Shoot your shot.
Pacers control. To Turner. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Turner sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Reed against the former Hoya. And counted at the rim.
Ed, I remember this in so much detail. I was watching the NBA pre-draft camp, and I saw Miles Turner run, and myself and all the scouts, everybody's like, whoa, wait a second. What is that? But I give the Pacers a lot of credit. They had a trainer that worked with his gait, and now that's exactly who he is, a big that can run down, block shots, and be active on the perimeter defensively.
To Turner. Oh, nice find for the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Turner. Wizards grab the rebound. Ish Smith. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Off the mark on the first free throw. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Nice pass to set things up. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. And a nice finish at the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Oh, emphatic slam.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
This one to the Pacers as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pacers put on a show in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they scored their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Indiana Pacers. The Wizards seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. Check out the leading scores for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Assists.
The Indiana Pacers played fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
Player of the game.
Miles Turner wasn't satisfied with just getting steals. He had to insist on getting a bunch of blocks as well. Now that's what I call defense.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Washington Wizards. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up on behalf of ESPN on EA